Welcome back to a touchy topic of the Careful Boys. Today we got Banos here. Hey, yo, sit that one. Banos! Let's get you thirsty. Check it out.
That's so weird.
Okay.
It's funny because a woman can be doing anything, and if you enthusiastically pump it up, it's really creepy.
What is that? Keep those arms crossed. Keep those arms crossed.
Not to talk to women.
Really? Damn.
I think it's working. I like positive reinforcement.
Dude, you got dope elbows, girl.
Woo! Elbow, 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 elbow.
All right. Question. Do you ever feel like there should be
plastic bag floating in the wind.
Oh yeah, that was good actually. Yeah. I actually love that song. She's my guilty pleasure. Her and Rihanna. Okay. Rihanna's not so guilty actually. Katy Perry's way more guilty.
Tasha Bedingfield.
That's not guilty at all, and that's a one hit. That being said, do you ever feel like a plastic bag when if in a relationship one partner makes more money, the dynamic of how that relationship should be in the household should be a certain way?
I wish I was a sugar boy.
Oh, so like you make the rules if you supply more of the cash?
I mean, do you feel that?
or if you have more, like, so if you make more of the money, then you kind of have more of the power, type of thing.
Do you feel that? I'm not saying that.
I'm trying to understand your question.
I'm trying to. Yeah, I feel. It's a
Why
discussion.
are you willing to clarify?
Your elbows are so fire right now.
I don't think so.
Safe.
No, why? Why? Why is that safe? That's safe?
I don't even know what the question is.
No, the reason I don't think
I'm
so.
trying to understand the question.
Here, I'll answer it and you'll get it.
Okay.
I don't think so because I've been in relationships where I make less money and ones where I make more. And I'm not always the best person to dictate how the household should run. I kind of suck at that regardless.
You're not good at budgeting.
I'm not as good. I'm definitely not good at budgeting. I'm also not as good at homemaking in general. So like whether I make more or less, that's just not my skill set, is like dictating the rules of the house.
So you think a household should be ran based off of the who's better at doing what thing?
The more logical ideas or sensibilities for that, yeah. Because if you leave it up to me, it's gonna be fucking Neverland. It's gonna be Lost Boys and shit.
Okay, so but hypothetically, what if like you're the breadwinner of the family, you make more money, but then you're also the better housekeeper and the better cook and the better cleaner and everything? Does that mean you should just do everything?
Maybe you should find a different partner.
I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of weird if you do everything, but I think it's cool to like if you could set the tone for everything, because if my partner has more experience at something, then I'm like, oh, you set the tone on that, I'll follow suit, or I'll learn from your pattern because you have more experience with that. Yeah, I think that's kind of makes sense to me.
I'm curious what this rare species of a woman has to say about it in this room.
What the hell?
Talk about it.
What the hell?
How big is the discrepancy?
Let's hypothetically let's go like 80-20.
Damn.
80-20?
80-20.
She makes 20 G's a year, you make 80 G's a year?
Sure.
Or flipped.
Or flipped, yeah.
So who makes the
So let's say
decision?
you make
80 G's.
percent, whatever the G's is.
Max.
800,000 and he makes 200,000.
Damn, that's crazy.
800,000.
Actually, that's ideal. That's
What
it.
kind of bracket is this?
I just quit my job.
I had a discussion with Hannah about this because she was listening to a podcast, and in this podcast, kind of exact scenario, guy has a really high paid job making like 10 times the amount that she does, right?
Yes.
And then so she basically I guess like he wanted to move closer to his work, whatever, get a nicer place. And then so she agreed, and then she decided to like pay, but like because they don't make like the same, she's like putting a smaller portion. And I think she was like still working and going to school and all that. And then I guess the thing she was asking is like a lot of the women, they're like, oh, good, you're independent. And then like a lot of people are like, that's cool, you know? And then some guys were like, no, she should be paying 50-50. But me and Hannah were like, if he's making 10 times more, why doesn't he just fucking pay it? So then it was just such a different perspective, because some people are like, it doesn't matter how much you make, you should still be 50-50 because the place is like that. But I'm like, but if y'all like, I think they're pretty much married, right? Or they got together, and I'm like, at that point, like, why are you nickel and diming? And at that point,
Yeah, that's
it's a
true.
ratio thing. If you're making 10 times what she does and it's nothing to you to get the apartment, then like who cares, right? But then I don't know, and on her end too, she wanted to feel like I'm pitching in. So I'm not gonna put the full amount, but I'm like, but it doesn't fucking
It's the proportions off.
yeah. It's like, so why even bother? But I just thought that was a interesting conversation because there were so many different people thinking something else was more right. And then me and Hannah just agreed, and we're just like, that just seems like a issue to, it's too much to think when it's so easy. It's like, whoever was making more, just fucking pay for it. And then use the other money for something else.
I think that's different when it comes to luxury items. Like, let's say there's something, like the dad wants to buy a boat. And it's something that he wants to go fishing on his own. Then if you use the joint account for that, then it's kind of like, oh, that sucks. That's mainly just for you to get away from me.
Gotcha.
That feels a little bit like
I think
weird.
the biggest factor to me where I felt like he should pay is because it was his decision to move out to a bigger place that's closer to his work.
That seems like common
So
sense.
it's
yeah.
but it's because if it's his convenience, right? So it's like you should pay for it if it's more expensive and it's your convenience. I think it would be different if she was the one that said, I want to move out to a bigger place that's closer to my job, but she can't even afford it. So you know
Yeah,
the
but they're not
difference is-
married?
I think it was they lived together, married. It was like close enough.
Just at that point, you're kind of in it together with whatever move you make,
I
right?
agree, and I like the idea of it's like almost like a ratio to your effort.
Yeah.
You know, if like whichever the partner is, let's say one partner is only making 20% of the household income, but if that's like 100% of what they're capable of giving, and they're contributing like 50% of 100% of their effort, and then the other person is doing the same. Even if the numbers are off, the effort is still there. And I think if you could see the effort and you know that you're in it together, like that doesn't matter.
I agree with that.
But like, nickeling and diming is absolutely stupid.
It's like what I was telling you, where it makes me feel awkward when I see couples that are together or married, and I see them Venmoing each other on the fucking up on the feed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are you Venmoing each other at this stage in your relationship? It's kind of fucking weird.
Unless they're Venmoing sexual numbers, like
That's
69
cool.
cents.
Yeah.
And then like a 69 cents
Oh, they're
back.
just flirting the whole time.
Yeah.
It's just flirting. It's not like money.
Yeah, that feels like that feels strange to me. Like y'all been together for years, like and you're still like
But it's
doing that.
you know how like some like it's like even like saying Dutch, like their culture.
Yeah.
I've been seeing so many like German, Dutch, and all these different like people talking about like I went to a party. It was Germany or Netherlands or something, and they're like, after the party I got a fucking bill. And I'm like, what? And everyone in the comments that are like Arab, Asian, they're like, that would never happen.
That's
like,
fucking weird.
And then everyone was like, yeah, when I went to like this person's house in the Netherlands, like, or like they'll be like, hey, you want some of my sandwich or whatever? And then like, let's say like you eat half a sandwich, bro. They fucking Venmo request like 35 cents.
Shut up, dude.
And I was like, is this for
35 cents?
real?
Can you even do that?
But if everyone in that society and culture
That's how
does
they
it,
do.
then it's like I
Yeah.
get it.
Right.
If you're walking into their space, I'm like, sure, I'll play by your weird ass rules that I'm not used to. But like, of course, like for our culture, it's we just do our like friends scratch each other's backs whenever.
I'm gonna put a vending machine in the guest room where there's fresh towels, toothbrush, and soap. And like, hey, can I borrow a towel? Yeah, it's $2 actually.
You have change on you? Here's some Bart tokens.
Imagine if that culture, if that's normal, what if everything is literally like that? Like even between husband and wife.
That accounting is a pain in the ass.
But like personally for you, like what about for you and Hannah? Like
Oh, dude, we're traditional as fuck.
Yeah, right, yeah.
She's my slave now, dude. I own her.
Joe!
Go.
No.
Red
No.
pill guy.
No.
you don't want it to be sexy?
That is not true. I met Hannah, and now I have a connection with her. I'm not gonna let you say that.
Yeah, but she's the one that says, she's the one.
Yeah.
You're down with being a slave?
That's their kink though.
No, she's the one that goes, hey, aren't you glad that you bought all of this for $135? And I'm all like,
That sounds like
gangsta. I got a deal on my wife. I feel like I got a deal.
It's funny because like I've been with Smack like over like 10, 11 years now. And like in the beginning, like I was making more money than her. And then we trade off every now and then. Well, some years I'll make more. Other years she'll fucking bazooka me out of the water, and it's just like so massively more than me. Yeah. But then either way that we've gone, our household rules and how we run things hasn't changed.
Yeah.
Like even if it switches sides like that, it's always still like who's better at what and who has the better idea.
Yep.
We just go with like, okay, we'll do that. But then we do have joint accounts. But if I buy something that's purely for me, like I'm gonna buy suspension for my car or something.
Then you gaslight her while you need to use the joint.
Yeah. Yep.
You have to use the account. You're gonna be in my car too.
I'm gonna give you rides, so.
You're the one that's weird about banks, though, so I'm not gonna go with what you're saying.
Weird, yeah. I just have my own checking for that. For anything that's purely for, it won't help us as a unit. I'll just pay for it just out of my own shit by myself.
Ours is like that too, where it's like I think we start with a vision of what we want of our life, and then we kind of reverse engineer in that vision who's actually better at what.
Yeah.
So if it's like
Spanish.
she does all the Spanish stuff. So if we do like all the like let's say like homemaker type stuff, she's way better. So if she ever needs to bring in help, like a house cleaner or whatever, like all of that stuff, she makes the call. If she doesn't like the landscaper, but I love the landscaper because it's cheap as fuck, but if she's not happy with it, she can just make the call on that. Because I'm like, she actually knows what she's looking at. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. And the things that I am better at, I make the call, and this is regardless of who makes more at that time.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's like some people have more equity. Yeah, you have more equity in the decision because you're just better at it. Yeah.
I'm similar, but like, let's say if she's better at the call, but it's gonna cost all of my money, I just need to review it.
Oh.
I just have to review it.
Why would it cost all of your money?
Like she's good at decorating, but it's gonna cost $100K.
Well, like for example, I'm just significantly older than Nina by like 6.5 years right now, and so she also went to grad school. So she spent more time in education, whereas I just spent more time already working and building my career. So it still feels like she's at an earlier stage in her career with a lot more education debt, which means that anytime we want to do like something that like, both of us genuinely want to do for the household or the family, it's like, absolutely, these are our goals. It's way easier for me to just fund that right now. What's the point of me waiting for you to contribute 50% of the finances?
Sure, yeah.
However, I know you're better, so like make the call, but like at the same time, like how much is it gonna cost me? I need to plan for it. I have to do the financial planning for something like a large house thing.
Who paid for the Backstreet Boys tickets at the Sphere?
Me.
That's expensive.
That was like us and our Christmas lights.
That's a lot.
We wanted to put Christmas lights up because it's fucking cute as fuck, right? And I'm like, man, ain't nobody got time to put Christmas fucking lights up. So I went to my neighbor because he had someone come. They service. They come up, they put the Christmas lights, and then when they're done, once the season's over, like January, they come back and they take it off, and it's done professionally. And I'm like, yo, how much did that cost? And I think it was like 3 G's or something. What? Fuck that! I'm gonna do it myself. I went to Target. I went to Target and I spent maybe like $200, and it was enough for like 200 feet. But then the first wind thing that came, it blew all my. I was like, damn,
Gio, can you Venmo me $200
those
for the
guys are actually
lights?
pretty good. Because my neighbors all stayed on. Mine, I did the fucking thing where it's supposed to like you just press into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's supposed to stay on. You know the sticky things?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I put the
What a
sticky,
scam those
the
are.
sticky hook things, and then I just looped the Christmas light through the hook.
Wow, you did that for the exterior.
That's so
Damn.
command strips.
What would you do?
One day in Vegas, it fucking melts off.
What would you do?
Like you just needed to call Ryan for help.
What would you do?
I would probably.
I didn't want to put nails in my
I would
house.
you just got it sometimes. I mean, for my house, I would because it's not a new build.
Well, because I also know I'm gonna leave, so I'm like, oh, I don't want the motherfuckers to go like, look at all his nails and shit.
I got to redo the siding anyway, so I might as well put nails in it.